Hey, what's up, everybody? And what's up to all my new subscribers? It is me, the home cook hero, back with a new easy recipe for y'all. Today, y'all, we are making lemon pepper Old Bay wings. Everybody loves lemon pepper wings, so why not throw some Old Bay up in there? I mean, at least that's what I thought. So, with that said, I'm just gonna get into the video, all right, y'all? Let's go. Alright, y'all, so I started with about 20 chicken wings that I cleaned and thoroughly pat dry, which is a very important step if you want to make very crispy fried chicken. I added in a pinch of salt. You don't want to add too much because the Old Bay lemon pepper sauce is going to have enough seasoning for everything. Then I just added in a little bit of pepper and some garlic powder, and lastly finish it off with some buttermilk. And you want to use about enough buttermilk to basically just cover up the chicken. And then after that, I just mixed it all up, as y'all seen me do countless times before, and I set it aside for a little bit while I worked on the breading. So for that, I used about 2 cups of all-purpose regular flour, and to that I added in some garlic powder. As you see, I went a little heavy with the garlic powder. It's definitely not an exact science. You can kind of add how much you want. And I went in with some lemon pepper, and with that, we're already starting to kind of like start that lemon, bringing those lemon flavors to the breading. Then I added in some pepper as well as a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. After that, I just mixed up everything thoroughly to make sure it's all seasoned. Then I am just dropping in the wings. And I didn't do it right here, but I actually forgot to take a couple of like handfuls of that buttermilk that's still just in the bowl with the chicken and sprinkle it kind of throughout the batter or the flour, and that's basically going to create like little pockets of crunchiness all over the chicken. So when you go to Popeyes, when you go to any of these fast food restaurants with like the very crispy crunchy chicken skin, and you're like, how did they do that? Well, there you go, that's how they do that. So yeah, I am just showing you again. I'm just use my hand just to kind of like sprinkle in some of that extra buttermilk all inside the seasoned flour, and then I'm just sprinkling it around, shaking it up a little bit, and you can already kind of see that they're like these little like pockets of where the buttermilk is, and it kind of looks similar to like when you're making dough and you add in cold butter. It kind of looks similar. So y'all, as you see, I am now closing up this Tupperware container to shake up all this chicken and flour, and however you shake it up is fine. You can use a plastic bag, grocery bag. You can use a brown paper bag. Whatever you use is fine. As long as you can shake that chicken up good, then you're fine. And that is what your chicken should look like. Look at those little pockets of crispiness that it's going to be. So after that, I am just putting it into my fryer, just showing y'all how it looks. I am right here kind of just flipping it around a little bit to make sure everything is cooking evenly, and then I'm just putting it back into the oil probably for like another 2 minutes. And after I took it out, I just placed it onto this rack just to set it aside, and so it doesn't get real mushy. When it has that air circulation on the bottom, the chicken will stay nice and crispy for this Old Bay lemon pepper sauce. All right, and so for the sauce, I am adding in a whole stick of butter, yes. I'm adding in a whole lot of Old Bay, yes. And then I'm also adding in some honey, and the honey is going to kind of balance out the saltiness from the Old Bay, and it also be a good complement to the citrusy notes that the lemon pepper gives it as well. So after that, I'm just mixing it up a little bit, let it simmer for like a minute to 2 minutes, and then I go in with the minced garlic. I went in with the garlic at this step because you don't want the garlic to burn, basically. So when the garlic has that base of this sauce with all that butter, it's going to be really, really hard for it to burn. You got to just be letting it sit there for forever. So to that, I'm adding in some fresh cracked black pepper. This is lemon pepper after all. I went in with a little bit more Old Bay because, why not? And I also went in with a half of a fresh squeezed lemon. And yeah, this is Old Bay lemon pepper wing, so we need a whole lot of lemon, a whole lot of pepper, and a whole lot of Old Bay. So after that, y'all, I am just stirring it up for a little bit, letting it simmer for 2 minutes, and then I'm just gonna add it over top of the wings. One step with adding this sauce over top of the wings, make sure that the sauce is still just bubbling. You want to make sure that the sauce hasn't really cooled down too much, because if so, the butter and the spices are going to start to separate a little bit, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult to spread the sauce over the wings. I mean, it's not impossible, and it's going to be good regardless, but just, you know, to make it a little bit easier for y'all, just a little pro tip for me. So after that, I just shook everything up in that bowl, just shook it all up, and this is what everything looks like. That chicken looks bomb. That chicken looks good, and that chicken looks seasoned. All right, that stuff looks seasoned. And y'all, I have to tell y'all, after eating these wings, it hits all the notes of lemon pepper Old Bay. The lemon flavor is so pronounced, and you taste that Old Bay and even the pepper in it, y'all. So give it a try. If you like the recipe, if you like the video, you can like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And with that, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.